Hello everybody, it's Scott O'Mato, and in this video we are going to do a quick start on Psi. We're going to assume that you have already gone through the tutorial, and I'm going to link to a video in the description that will get you through the tutorial. Maybe you just want to get into the game, you're a hands-on person and you want to play without having to go through a lot of lessons. And Vasky did a great job on that tutorial, but it's kind of intimidating at first, and it's a barrier to the mod. You don't have to go through that. But once you have, either way, by learning it yourself, which I encourage you to do because you'll pick up a lot, or by going through that other video, once you've done that, that's it. You can just reload your data in new worlds that you create with Psi. You basically don't have to go through those lessons anymore. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So to do so, press your Psi key, which is C by default, and it's going to ask you, it says, say, Psi has found saved data from the previous world. It saves it in your Minecraft directory. So even if you use something like the Twitch launcher or whatever that has instances, if you have a main Minecraft directory, it's saved in there, so it's available to all of those. So it's available across your worlds. So yes, we want to load it, and it'll bring up the interface, and then you just need to click through the first one and then all the way down through the rest of the tutorials. Just click all the way down. And I do have a Psi add-on, so I have some extra ones, but there you go. You've loaded all your lessons. You now have access to all the Psi stuff, right? So you do need to go ahead and build your CADs, and unfortunately you do need to waste a couple of CADs to get through the system, but we're going to show you how to do that real quick. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create your very first, I'll call them up on JEI so you can see them here. You're going to create the Iron CAD assembly. That's the first thing you're going to do. So you make your Iron CAD assembly here, right? And then you need to go through with it. You don't need to do anything else except for convert it from an assembly into a finished casting. And that is very loud, into a casting assistant device. And then from there, you can make your redstone. Now, what you're going to need for all of this is I'm showing you 17 iron, 5 gold, and 5 redstone to get through that part of the phase. And then later on, you will need 1 more redstone to make 1 more side dust, depending upon the number of bullets that you make. We'll make a bullet out of this. But this will get our bullets here. So all we'll need to do is just throw down our redstone like so and hit it. There we go. Okay, so we now have the side dust. I'm going to leave that 1 here and get those. All right, so we have the 5 side dust that we need, and we're essentially done with this one, except, so we'll go ahead and tear it apart back into its assembly. Because we had no core components inside of it, no other components, we could turn it back into the assembly. All right, and we'll build up from there. So what we're going to want to do now is just make the basic Cadcorp. All right, the basic Cadcorp, the recipe is like so. We'll go ahead and put that in there. We will need 2, so we can go ahead and make 2. All right, we will need 2 ultimately. And that's the same thing with this basic CAD socket. We will need 2 of those. All right, so make 1. I didn't shift click. Oops. Let me get that up there. I have a give available to me. And there we go on that one. Okay, get this out. Yes. All right, so that will make this CAD sockets and stuff that we need. So we need to assemble this guy here, just 1 of each. This is for the next higher tier. All right, so we'll make this one with just the basics. And gosh, that's loud. Okay, and so that will give us the CAD assisting device that we need to go ahead and do the next infusion level, because now we want to do PsiMetal, right? So we will take these 3 iron ingots. First, we need to put the spell in. So go to here and choose Infusion as your spell. Just type Infusion, and you don't want greater infusion, you want regular infusion. Okay, and you'll want to make a spell bullet to do so. And that is going to be a piece of iron and dust. Okay, now you can either click it like that and get it, or put it in the CAD and then shift click the CAD. Either way works. All right, and there's that. Now let's throw out our iron ingots and hit those guys. Why are we not working? Oh, it's not iron. I always forget that, guys. Bad. It's gold. You need gold. All right, so hit your gold. And so we had 5 of those. Things have a way of combining together. It's annoying in this kind of circumstance. All right, so we need 5 of those. And now we'll go ahead and make our next level. We are essentially done with this CAD. So you need to put it out of your inventory. You could take the bullet out of it. You cannot disassemble it. It does not work. We need to get it out of our inventory because we're going to make a new CAD. This time we'll make a CAD out of the PsiMetal that we made, which will give us the PsiMetal CAD assembly. All right. So from that guy, we want to go ahead and put in those other components here. And then that will give us, very loud, that will give us the casting assistant device, which is the PsiMetal one, with a basic sufficient level for us to go ahead and do the other infusion that we need, which is the greater infusion. And that is this guy. I just put it onto the bullet, but you can get the trick greater infusion, and that's all that is. Okay, so put it in there, grab it down. We now have the ability to make PsiGems. All right. I don't know why I have extras here. I think everything got all screwed up from, all that stuff. One of these is going to be for another bullet. Yeah, this is it. So you go ahead from there and make your PsiGems and make your higher tiers. That's the whole idea. So we need 4 PsiGems, for instance, but you now have the ability to take your diamond and convert it into a PsiGem using this guy and that greater infusion trick. Okay. Now for the items that I prefer, once again, another wasted CAD. This guy's of no use to us anymore. Get rid of it. Sad, but true. Wasteful, but it's not that much. So now we'll go ahead and make our other CAD. And this is just what I do. You don't have to do this setup here, but this is the setup that I prefer. So once we go to Psi, then we want, that's Psi. Then we need to have, I do the Hyperclock Cadcorp. I need to turn give off. It's getting on my nerves. Right now, give is not what I want. I want to craft. Okay, thank you. Crafting. Good thing. Okay, so I do the Hyperclock Cadcorp, and then I do the transmissive CAD socket. And the reason is because the Hyperclock Cadcorp, for instance, has complexity 32 projection 6. This guy has complexity 26 projection 7. I'd rather have complexity on that. On this guy, huge CAD socket bandwidth 8, sockets 12. I would rather have higher bandwidth 9. I'll give up some sockets. But I do want the highest CAD battery, which is this guy right here. Okay, one like extra PsiMetal ingot for some reason. Then this just is how many bullets you would want to go. So you just add more according to the number of bullets that you want. Okay, there. Okay, so however many bullets you're going to want to get, beyond that point is what you do. And there it is. One more really loud sound. Jace. And then the number of bullets that you want, then go into the spells. Once again, spells you can just copy and paste. Copy online, paste them into here, put them into a bullet, and you will be a Psi master. It's very simple, guys, to do that. Couple wasteful things. You'll probably never use these again. You could actually have just your infusion spell and your greater infusion on a bullet that you carry around in your CAD until you build up the spells if you need to build some more materials. And then this guy is the ebony and ivory trick, which you have to do in the end. And your CAD now that you have is sufficient for it. And even that lower level CAD, this guy is sufficient for it. Anyway, that's going to be it. I try to get through it as quickly as I possibly can. I'm not as fast as the other guy that did the video. He practiced a lot. It sounds like I don't practice that much. I just kind of do it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and learned something. And don't be intimidated by Psi. It's pretty awesome. I'm going to do some videos on some Psi tricks that I like. And I may do some basics on the programming. I am not a master, but I do like it a lot. A lot. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, join the tribe. This is Scott O'Mato. Bye-bye.